Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our monthly Cisne Forum for the County of Monterey. My name is Ina Donato, and we welcome you, each and every one of you that joins our monthly forum. The Monterey County Immigrant Services Network of Empowerment serves immigrant and vulnerable communities by establishing access and trust and a collaborative approach of networking, information sharing, and partnering to serve our multicultural, all-inclusive needs. Of all of those residents we serve in Monterey County. So it is my pleasure today to introduce you to our planning committee that brings forth this meeting every month that we hope you find valuable. And I'd like to hand it over to Efrain.
Good morning, all. My name is Efrain Magallanes. I'm a program manager here for the Migrant Education Program, and it's great to see you all.
Headset. I can just throw on the headset.
Thank you, Efrain. And I'd just like to remind everybody to please put yourself on mute to allow one speaker at a time. And then if we can hand it over to Melissa.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Melissa Raya, and I work at Natividad Hospital and part of the Outreach and Managed Care Department.
Welcome, Melissa. Jill?
Hi, I'm Jill. I'm from the American Red Cross, and I work with international humanitarian law and the Restoring Family Links program. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We reconnect families in time of disaster, forced migration, and war who are missing their loved ones. Anyway, so glad to be here and welcome everybody.
Thank you. And is Jill, are you on the line? Jill, I'm sorry. Dr. Jimenez, are you on the line? Okay, Dr. Hortensia Jimenez is a sociology professor of Hartnell College and an active community member, and she also forms part of our Cisne planning committee. So I would like to go ahead and introduce to you anyone new that is attending Cisne for the first time. Please raise your hand and I can call upon you. Are there any brand new first-time attendees to Cisne? I see Gabrielle Messina.
Yeah, hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm Gabrielle Messina. I am one of the program managers at Harmony at Home for the Family First program. I just heard about this yesterday, so I was very excited to join. So we work with, thank you. We work with young parents throughout Monterey County who haven't graduated high school or gotten their GED, ages 13 to 25. And we help them with education, parenting, and just connecting them to community resources.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us today, Gabrielle. And if you would like to sign our Google virtual sign-in sheet, and we can get you on our listserv to notify you of future meetings. We meet the first Thursday of every month from 8:30 to 10, and you're welcome to join us every month. I see Jessica McKillop, our first speaker. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Jessica McKillop. Nice to be here. I'm the executive director of ITM, but I know that that's part of the intro, so I'll wait for that.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you for being with us today. And Maribel Trejo, good morning.
Good morning. I'm also one of the presenters. I'm with the Alliance on Aging, so I'll also wait for my time to speak.
Welcome and thank you. Tony Ochoa.
Hi, my name's Tony. I also work with Harmony at Home's Family First program, and I'm one of the case advocates.
Welcome and thank you for joining us. And Ruben, hi Ruben, you'll be our speaker as well.
Yeah, so same thing. I'll wait for the presentation.
Wonderful. So today's monthly Cisne Forum will focus on transportation resources available to Monterey County residents. So we look forward to hearing each and every one of our speakers. I will ask you to please hold your questions until the end of their presentation. Each speaker will have 10 minutes to present, and we will allow them about 5 minutes for question and answers, and then we'll move along to the next speaker. If you have any further questions, we will ask our speakers to leave their contact information in the chat box so we can follow up with any additional questions we may have at a later time. So we do have a tight agenda, and our first speaker is ready to go. So without further ado, we will go ahead and introduce our first speaker of today's Cisne's Forum. Thank you for joining us, Jessica. The floor is yours. And would you like to share your screen? If you have a PowerPoint, feel free to bring that up as well.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I apologize if I knew I could have shared that, but I'm actually en route to another meeting, so I can definitely send our PowerPoint presentation to share with everyone in regards to our services. So as I shared in the introduction, my name is Jessica McKillop. I am the Executive Director of ITN Monterey County. We are the only nonprofit transportation agency in the county that provides arm-in-arm, door-through-door transportation for anyone over the age of 60 and adults with visual impairments. We provide that transportation using volunteers who give a ride when it's convenient for them. Most volunteers give a block of time or pledge to help out in a specific area. And then we go ahead and coordinate our paid drivers to fill in. Our commitment is to getting our members where they want to go, when they want to go, 24/7 on the peninsula and in Salinas. We've been around since 2011. We're fastly approaching our 100,000th ride. We're really excited about that. And 2 years ago, as we celebrated our 10-year anniversary, we relocated our office to be a part of the Alliance on Aging's hub, where there are 6 community partners in downtown Salinas. And it's been a wonderful opportunity for us. At that time, we were also a part of a federal transit project, because our transportation service is one of a model that started in the early 90s. Our founder's 3-year-old son was ran over by an 84-year-old gentleman backing out of his driveway headed to the grocery store. And she realized that what was happening in her small little community in Portland, Maine was happening everywhere, just not there. So she built this national model, and that's been around since 1995. In 2020, she was realizing that this model really needed to be integrated into a regional effort to kind of grow, because what transportation looks like in urban communities isn't what it looks like throughout the country, and especially in rural projects. So we were part of a federal transit project with ITN America and our local Alliance on Aging. And we did community outreach that developed 2 rural pilot projects that are now permanent projects for us, as that funding has ended. But Valley Line serves south of Salinas for anyone who lives through and into Soledad, and we're actually working in the next fiscal year to expand that service area through and into King City for residents over the age of 60, veterans, as well as visually impaired adults. And then North Line is for basically all of unincorporated North Monterey County. And both of those projects run Monday through Friday from 7 to 7 for what we call life essential, medical, grocery store, banking, pharmacy needs. The true beauty of our transportation model is everyone sets up a transportation bank account. No money is exchanged during the ride. They get a statement in the mail that says they took a certain number of rides, and then they replenish that transportation account. We do charge a fare in our affiliate service area. It's based on the distance that both are based on the distance. But in the rural projects, we knew people would be traveling farther for critical needs. So we developed a flat rate system. So anything 8 miles or under was $8. It's much more subsidized because we realized less affluent people are living in these communities and they're needing to travel further distances for really critical, important elements. So there's lots of great information on our website. We partner tremendously with Alliance on Aging and MST. I have been the executive director for the last 6 years, and I serve on the Mobility Advisory Council, as well as the Monterey County's Area Agency on Aging. So I really look forward to not only being a resource and a connection for this group, but also learning more about all the areas that there are gaps, and maybe transportation is the challenge, and we can possibly find a way to partner and make those things better. So that's kind of the brief overview. I again apologize that I wasn't prepared for a formal presentation, but I'll be happy to send that over to Efren and it can be distributed to the group. We've got, lots of, like I said, great resources and things on our website, but I'll let there be time for questions and answers.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jessica, for you being available. I know you're en route to another meeting, and I know you have to leave it promptly at 9. So I will open this up, this opportunity. If you have any questions, anyone attending Cisne, gently raise your hand, and I can call upon you, or you can type it in the chat box, and I can speak it if for some reason your camera and your microphone are not working. Now is the time to ask any questions you may have to Jessica regarding her the I-10 program.
I just wanted to share with you, Jessica. I so appreciate you telling us the history, because it's something I didn't know at all about, and how it all began and how it became such a robust program. And I'm glad you're joining forces in the same building. And that's all I'm going to say.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I guess the one piece that I did leave out that I, just share when I'm out in the community talking to people, I say, we are a society that represents our independence with our car keys. And so our service model is really just transitioning them from the driver's seat to the passenger seat. During COVID, we obviously tried to socially distance people in a car. And so we put them in a back seat and put masks on. But it really is a model of them going where they want to, when they want to, because they want to. We have a number of volunteers who have earned hundreds of miles and rides credit. And one of them recently fell and had to go to physical therapy, and her friend couldn't take her to all of her appointments. So she used the service and literally benefited from the free transportation credits that she had built up on her account for a couple of months. And we've had other volunteers that use it for, their annual eye exams are sponsored by our national partnership with Regeneron, as well as, it's a one-way to the local airport. They don't have to hassle with parking. They know they have a reliable ride. So there's really a lot of benefits. A lot of people start off using the service because they don't feel comfortable driving at night, or they don't want to get on the freeway any longer. So it really is just about it being a model and a resource for them to keep their ability to be independent.
Wonderful. Any other questions that any of our attendees might have for Jessica? Please raise your hand and we can ask her now. Alma Mandujano.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, Jessica. This is Alma. We've met many times, I would say, doing outreach, and also I was the HICAP program manager at Alliance on Aging.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank you again for the presentation, because as we continue with familiarizing with community programs, community outreach, the resources that are available. Sometimes getting those refreshers are really important. So I took a look at the website and, familiarize myself more with the program. And I just want to say thank you again, because this is very valuable information regarding the requirements and the benefits, especially those that have difficulty with transportation based on their age. They're not able to drive anymore. So thank you again. And I did learn something. I did notice that there's also a low income application, seeing if those that are low income they may get a little more of a benefit as well for it. So I just want to say thank you again for being here and providing this information.
Thank you, Alma. Yes, and thank you for that reminder. We absolutely have a low-income scholar program. It reduces the annual fee from $60 an individual to $25, and it sponsors $7.50 of every ride that anyone takes. So we really do want it to be an affordable resource and a benefit for them. And I should mention that we don't provide paratransit service. So as I, kind of shared in the beginning, volunteers who use their own vehicle. We do have riders who are, they're in a wheelchair, but they can get in and out of a vehicle or their chair with minimal assistance, and or they have a provider who can accompany them that we can assist with. If they're paratransit, then we often refer them to MST rides or other resources in the county. So thanks again so much, everyone.
Thank you. And is there any other questions? Well, last one? No? Okay. And we look forward, if you can please forward your PowerPoint presentation to Efrain Magallanes, and then Efrain can distribute it to all of our listserv. And if anyone would like to please sign the Google Doc spreadsheet, that will capture your attendance, and we can include you in the email distribution of any of the speakers' presentations they wish to share today. So with that, we thank you for presenting today, Jessica, and look forward to your information via email. Let's give her a round of applause, virtual round of applause. Okay, moving on to the second speaker of today. We have Maribel Trejo, who is a Senior Transportation Coordinator for the Alliance on Aging. Jessica is going ahead and log off because she does have another meeting, and we'll give the floor to Maribel, and we will share the screen. So if you have a presentation, you're welcome to bring that up.
So I won't be sharing a PowerPoint presentation, but I can also share it with you guys. I also do have a program flyer that I would absolutely love to share with all of you. I'm currently having technical difficulties with my laptop. I'm working from home, so I don't want to go into that right now, but I can send it later today.
It kind of makes it more personal, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
the floor is
And
yours.
so I'll
Thank you,
just
Maribel.
Thank you, thank you. So I'll just be speaking about the program in itself. This program started back in 2018, and I am the person who initially started. I did all the program research to get familiarized with all of the services here in Monterey County. So like Jessica mentioned, we partner and collaborate with our outreach and client support for their services. We also work along with MST, who is going to be one of the presenters here today. So I won't go into too much detail with regards to their service. That way, they can speak on it directly. But we also assist with the Central California Alliance for Health transportation services. In past years, what I typically do is I meet with individuals and I assess their needs. And based on what they tell me, or based on what I can see by their physical appearance, is how I approach the information that I share with them. And so ultimately, it's on an individual basis. Each person receives information that serves them directly. So I wouldn't be providing rides information, which is an MST service, to an individual who's still, physically capable and willing to ride the MST transit bus, or someone who's willing to or capable of purchasing a membership with another private pay service provider. So like I said, everything is individualized. We do provide support with enrolling for certain programs, such as the taxi voucher program with MST. That is, we are essentially the main source where residents in Salinas can come into our office or meet with one of our staff members and process their initial enrollment. We also provide support in the sense of helping them process their quarterly taxi voucher orders. So we have close and constant communication with their taxi voucher representative. As I had mentioned, we also work with the Central California Alliance for Health. So when we provide support in enrolling for that program, we meet with the individual, we inform them this is what we need you to bring to your appointment, and we sit with them through the call. Essentially, they allow us to speak for them at the time of the call. That way we can allow the person who's helping us on the other end of the phone call understand the situation. Most of the people that we do assist, or all of the people that we do assist, are seniors over the age of 60. And I would say a large portion of the ones who I assist with the Call the Car service with Central California Alliance for Health are of the Hispanic or Latino communities. So given that they feel a little bit more timid with using technology or making these type of phone calls, I'm more than happy to sit with them and help them through the process. And like I said, they give me permission to speak on their behalf. I can provide information on their upcoming appointments, on what their abilities are. That way they can identify the appropriate type of transportation for them and take them to their doctor's appointments. There are other programs available that aren't necessarily as popular as MST, ITN, or Call the Car with Central California Alliance for Health, but we do have that information on hand. I'll just name the services. That way, when you do see the PowerPoint presentation or the flyer, you're more or less aware of their existence. One of them is GoGo Grandparent. And that one is essentially the Uber and Lyft for seniors. You call, you become a member, or you can register online. It's very easy, it's free. And they kind of work like the middleman between, you intaking your information, where you need to go, where you live, all of that important information, and then they essentially pass that on to an Uber or Lyft. And they have added features in the sense that they can add, or the member can add a secondary person, like a responsible party or a caregiver, who can receive alerts whenever they're requesting a service through this program. And so whenever the member requests a ride on a Tuesday morning to go to their doctor's appointments, their responsible party will receive a text message alert or an email indicating the right information. And again, once they're back on their way back home, they'll receive another alert indicating that they've been picked up from a specific location and are now being transported back home. The other services are the services that are individualized, Uber and Lyft. Given that we work directly with seniors, a lot of them shy away from these applications. A lot of them hear these nightmare stories on the news about things that happen to Uber or Lyft passengers, and so they tend to shy away. But it's a service that we can assist with. So as far as that goes, we can teach them how to download the application onto their smartphone or their tablets, and walk them through the process of becoming a member, inputting their information, and accessing rides, how to book a ride. So that's pretty much what we have in store. Like I said, everything is individualized. So if a person comes in with a wheelchair or a new medical condition, we assess their needs and identify the appropriate service for them. And when I share that PowerPoint presentation, you'll see all the detail that goes into all the services that are available here in Monterey County. Any questions?
Okay, thank you, Maribel. I didn't know about the Uber one. That must be something pretty new. So thank you.
It's been around for quite a little while, and the cool thing about that one is it's accessible throughout the United States. So it's not confined to just Monterey County service. It could be that you're traveling to a different state to visit family members, and you can access transportation service there as well. You can also access service in Canada. You never know. You might want to visit a different country, and you'll have access to service there as well. So yeah, any questions, I'm more than happy to answer.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll take questions now. Once again, if you could raise your hand and I will call upon you. And everyone else, if you can please keep yourselves on mute until you're called upon. Melissa Raya.
Hi, Maribel. It's so nice to see you, first of all, and thank you for accepting the invitation. I did have a question. In order to provide or schedule, would someone have to schedule an appointment with you to receive the overview about regarding the transportation services that are being offered?
Yes, so they
Okay.
would call, they could either call my direct line and request to meet with me directly, or they can call our main office phone number and leave a message at the front desk. They'll do the intake of the name, phone number, and the reason for the call. They'll pass it along, and then I'll make arrangements by reaching out and touching base with the client. At the time being, I am kind of like phasing out of the service in a sense. I'm 8 months pregnant, so so I would strongly recommend that any patients or clients that any of you have reach out directly to our office main phone number and request to speak with the transportation assistant, whomever it may be that is assigned. From my understanding, the two names that I can mention is Jackie O'Connor, who is the benefits specialist assistant as well as the transportation assistant. And then we currently have Celeste Ralizo, who is one of the Medicare counselors, who is going to be providing some support with the with Spanish clientele. So like I said, I'm slowly phasing out. Right now, my main focus is on doing the presentations, doing the big things for the program, and then direct clientele will be for our assistance of the program.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. So Celeste and Jackie, you said? Celeste?
Yes.
Celeste and Jackie. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you. Is there any other questions for Maribel Trejo in the Alliance on
Yes.
Aging?
Do you know whether it's a girl or a boy?
It's a girl. So I'll
Hooray!
be, yeah, she's not my first. This is my third baby. So I've been part of this rodeo before, and I'm looking forward to meeting her very soon. And yeah, so she'll be my second daughter, and I have one son.
Wonderful. Congratulations. We
Thank
wish
you.
you all the best and enjoy your time off because they grow so fast.
Yes,
They
and then
do.
I am remembering one thing I forgot to mention. We do have a bus pass support system within the Alliance on Aging. Right now, we're currently out of bus passes, so we're not handing any out. But in the near future, I'm assuming towards the end of April, early May, we will be obtaining some more of the day passes, and individuals can come in and pick them up on a monthly basis. So based on the quantity that we have is what we will be allowing. So it could be between 2 to 3 one-day bus passes on a monthly basis. if further support is needed, that's when we move forward with the full assessment and present other options. But that's a service that will be starting up again very soon.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Let me
you.
check the chat box to make sure we don't have any questions there. There is a link for more on AOA transportation. So the link to your transportation resources and programs is in the chat box. For
Yes.
those of you that are joining by phone or don't have access to the chat box, just go to Google Alliance on Aging and then go to their transportation tab. It has all the information there. And then it looks like Rosa Gonzalez wants the sign-in sheet. And Efrain, thank you for putting it there. Anybody who has not signed in, please put your name and your contact information, and we will forward you any information, presentation, and flyers that Maribel will forward to us. Okay, and any other questions? If not, we will sincerely thank you, Maribel, and wish you the best and hope hope to see you soon. Congratulations on your baby. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, and moving on to our next speaker of the day, we're actually ahead of schedule. And so we will go ahead and introduce Ruben Gomez. He is the mobility coordinator for the Monterey Salinas Transit. Welcome, Ruben.
Thank you. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Give me 1 second. Okay. So my name is Ruben Gomez. I've been working for MST for about the last 7 years. So I'm going towards my 2nd year as a mobility coordinator for MST's mobility department. So today I'll be presenting briefly on the regular MST services, but focusing more on our mobility programs. So an overview of MST. So MST provides fixed route bus service in Monterey County. We do have some routes that go outside the county, such as to Watsonville, Paso Robles, and Gilroy. Those services available 7 days a week, 365 days a year. However, on holidays and weekends, there's alternative schedules. So if you're planning a trip on those days, it's always good to check the schedule before you go to your bus stop. So currently Harnell, CSUMB, and NPC students ride for free when school's in session. So all they have to do is present their ID when boarding, and they can take any route basically. And the fees for the service is $2 for 2 hours. So as you board, you pay $2. You can request a 2-hour pass. And if you're finished within 2 hours, you can board another MST bus and continue riding without paying again. If someone's out there for more than 2 hours, all they have to do is pay again, another $2, and again, they can request a 2-hour pass. If a person qualifies for the discount, then that fee is $1 for 2 hours. So MST does offer different forms of payment. So there's bus passes. A client can pay cash. They can use a tap list payment, and there's monthly, weekly, and daily passes as well. So we do have an MST courtesy card program. So this card basically, it's the proof for the person to qualify for the discounted fare. So when someone boards the bus using the discount of pass or paying the half of the fare, the bus driver and even the fare box may request to show like proof of identification. So currently anyone that has a Medicare card can travel for the half off. If they're youth 18 years or younger that has a school ID, seniors 65 years or older, a veteran spouse caregiver. So the group between 18 and 64 who have a disability and they qualify for the discount, they can go through the MST courtesy card application. And what they require to do is complete an application, get a doctor letterhead from their doctor, and they need to go in person to one of the customer service locations, either in Salinas, Marina, or Monterey, and they'll be given an MST courtesy card. And then that courtesy card, every time they board, that can be the proof so that they can get the discounted fare. Another service that we have is a special medical trip. So special medical trips provide service to the Bay Area, to San Jose, San Francisco area. So there's several hospitals that we go out there to. It only goes if there's people that are signed up for it for that month. If there's no one available to go that month, then the shuttle won't go. And if there is a trip scheduled, it leaves from Salinas at 9 a.m. and departs from San Francisco or Palo Alto no later than 3 p.m. And reservations are on a first come to first basis and must be made at least 3 days before the client plans on traveling. When someone's trying to use the service, the way that we do it is we base it on the first Tuesday and first Thursday of the month. We go to the San Jose, Palo Alto area. The third Tuesday and third Thursday of the month, we go to the San Francisco area, but it's basically the Tuesday has to come first. So it gives the client an opportunity. For example, like if they want to go on a Tuesday because they're going to have surgery like on Wednesday or Tuesday, they can potentially come back on the Thursday using this service. And it's also, the fee is $20 for anyone. So they can use this service if it's needed. So those are the MST services. So I'll be speaking about the MST Mobility Department programs. So we have the MST Rides, Taxi Voucher Program, Travel Training, MST Trips, and the MST Navigators. So MST Rides, it's a paratransit program here in Monterey County. So it basically mirrors a fixed route bus service. So what that means is that's going to be a comparable service areas, service times, and fare structure. We provide curb-to-curb service, so we can pick up a client by their home, drop them off where they're going, and we'll also provide last or to first or service if that assistance is needed. Like for example, if a client using a wheelchair needs help from the door to the bus, the driver can help them do that, and also help them wheel themselves from the bus to the front door of where they're going. The only thing is that MST drivers are not required to go inside buildings, so someone inside the building would have to take over. If they travel with someone that's considered a personal care attendant, the personal care attendant can travel for free because they are there to assist the client. So the fare for this program is $2 per one way, so round trip would be $4. There are some areas in Monterey County that are considered special transportation zones where they would have to pay an additional $2 because MST is only required to provide this service when it's more than between 3/4 of a mile from the nearest bus stop. So anyone living beyond the 3/4 of a mile, they may have to pay the additional $2. So to apply for this program, the applicant must submit an application. There's a contact information form, a professional verification form that needs to be completed by a licensed healthcare professional. Once they submit that application, first-time applicants must attend an in-person interview. We do provide free transportation to and from the interview if it's needed. And anyone recertifying for this program, the interviews will be over the So the next program is a taxi voucher program. So the vouchers are designed to assist seniors, persons with disabilities, and veterans. The voucher itself covers $14. A customer is expected to pay a $3 copay, and customers are responsible to pay the cost above $17 on the meter reading. The customer may not offer, and the taxi driver may not accept more than one voucher per one-way trip. So what's good about this program is because someone can call that same day and receive transportation. All they have to do is let the cab company know that they will be paying with the voucher. And with the MST Rides program, it's a little bit different because you have to make your reservation at least the day before 5 p.m. So that's why some of these clients like this program because they can travel that same day. So how to request vouchers. There's different distribution centers and sign-up locations for the senior program veterans, and that can be found in our website. So like seniors 65 or older can go to like Carmel Valley, Delray Oaks, Marina, Monterey. Pebble Beach, Pacific Grove, San City, Salinas, or Seaside. So each city has like a specific location where they have to go, and they can go like on a monthly basis to get signed up, and also receive those vouchers. So they get 10 vouchers per month. The Salinas clients, it's a little bit different. So they would go to Alliance on Aging to sign up. Then we receive a call, or Alliance on Aging sends that information over to us, and we send them vouchers every 3 months, and we send them 30 instead of sending 10 per month. So if a client finishes them early, they just have to wait till the next quarter to receive more. So persons with disabilities, vouchers can also, so that program is available for anyone that qualifies for the MST Rights Program. So if a person is a veteran, or they are a person with disability, or a senior, they can basically get some vouchers for each of the programs at the moment. And also veterans, they just have to be a veteran, they have to show proof, and they can go to one of the sign-in locations and request vouchers from. Another program that we have is a travel training program. So this program is free of cost and available for any interested clients. So sometimes clients that's just stopped driving recently, or they're currently unavailable to drive or unable to drive. Sometimes they say like, oh, I don't have transportation, and they don't want to try using public transportation. But our travel training may help with that. So we basically can work on an individualized plan. So for example, if someone wants to go to a doctor's, or if someone needs to go to a doctor's appointment to Monterey, for example, but they've never used public transportation, we can work with that client starting from their home, teaching them like, okay, so from here, you would have to walk to this bus stop, you board this bus, you get off here, you take this bus, and then walk to your destination. So we basically go over a plan. So we show them about our transit app. So we do have an app where it's real time. So wherever, if you download that app, wherever you're at, it will tell you where the nearest bus stop is located. And that way you don't have to be waiting at a bus stop for long periods of times. And it also helps out, like if you're shopping, you're like, okay, so I have 15 minutes more to shop. I can go shopping instead of waiting those extra 15 minutes at the bus stop. So we go over a lot of things, and we can ride with the clients until they feel comfortable riding on their own. And if we notice that maybe the client has difficulties learning, then we might refer them to our MST Rights program, so that they can receive the curb-to-curb service. So we do have the MST trips, so travel reimbursement incentive program. So this is for clients that have a volunteer driver and that they currently live more than 3/4 of a mile from the nearest bus stop. We can reimburse them up to 62.5 cents per mile, up to 240 miles per month. So that's equivalent to $150. So they have to be a senior, a veteran, or a person with disability, live more than 3/4 of a mile from the nearest bus stop. A client can basically go to Google, type in their address, try to find the nearest bus around their area. If it's more than 3/4 of a mile, then more than likely they're going to qualify. They just need to present the documents, the supporting documents, which are like either, well, if they're a senior, they can just show their California ID. If they're a veteran, they need to show proof that they're a veteran. If they're a person with disability, they can show an MST courtesy card, MST rights eligibility card, or a Medicare card. So those are the current 3 documents that we take. And again, the distance is calculated by Google. So once we verify, then they can start participating in this program. The MST Navigator program is a volunteer program for those clients that like public transportation and like to share information to the public. So we do train the navigator. We provide them the tools necessary, and they go out there based on their skills. Like if they feel comfortable being at a tabling event, they might help out with that. They may do like service observer reports, so like they'll ride on the bus and tell us like, oh, so today and my experience on the bus was this, and if it's something that we have to look into, and we can send it to the correct department so that they can look into it to make improvements on our service. The benefit about this program is that if the navigator completes 10 hours a month, they can receive an MST monthly bus pass so that they can ride throughout that whole month. And if they continue, for example, Juvenal, he's the person on the picture. He's been with us for the last 5 years, volunteering right at this time. So some of the requirements is they have to be 16 years or older with legal guardian consent. So they have to be able to commit volunteering a minimum of 10 hours, pass a criminal background security check, attend the MST Navigator training, demonstrate English proficiency, bilingual preferred but not required. And that's basically it.
Very informative. Thank you very much, Ruben. Yeah, there's a lot of programs there. So this will allow this opportunity to our attendees, if they have any questions for Ruben. Now is the time. Please raise your hand and we will call upon you. Efrain Magallanes, you have a question for Ruben? Floor is yours.
No, yes, I do. Thank you. Ruben, thank you for sharing this information. And I have a couple of questions, and this is regarding specifically on the travel training that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
So one, just to clarify or confirm, this is for any ages, is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. And in regards to the delivery of the training, is it on-site? Do you guys offer it at your, like, is there a site or you come to the client?
So for the travel training, so we basically we do have a travel training center. I didn't include an image here. So that's where we start. It's basically like an indoor like facility where we have like street crossing, like 2 mock-up buses. So that's where we start. And it depends on the client's needs. Maybe they just want like a review of the transit app. Maybe they just want to learn how to read a schedule. Or it may be like the full-on like scale service, like we meet them at their house, walk them to the bus stop, board the bus, get off at the bus stop. We can travel, basically let them do their own thing, and once they're ready, we basically take them back home. So it's basically we just ride with them to get them familiarized, and once they're ready, like, hey, I can do this on my own, then that's when we would terminate like the training.
Okay, and another question, do you know if it's offered in Spanish or is it just English?
So we do have bilingual staff. So if there's a Spanish-speaking client that wants to go through the travel training program, we do have someone that speaks Spanish, and we can offer it in Spanish.
That's great. And if I have additional questions, may I contact you, or is there a direct contact
Yeah, so you
that I
can
can have
contact
later?
me. I can also share our numbers directly to the programs. So basically, we have mobility specialists that oversee this program, so you can contact them directly, or you can contact me and I can forward your information to them.
All right, perfect. Thank you, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Wonderful, wonderful resources. And I did not know about the volunteer program either. And it comes to mind, a lot of high schoolers can benefit from that too and do their community service hours. Yeah. Let's see, do we have any more questions? Rosa Gonzalez. Hi, Rosa.
I have a question. The PowerPoint, I'm trying to catch all the information. Can you share the PowerPoint with us? So
Yeah,
that
I can go ahead
slowly.
and share it. Yeah.
See? Okay. And then I guess, the phone numbers and stuff, will that be also shared? Who to contact? Because ya se me está prendiendo el foco, like where, who to share this with, especially the new families that are coming into Salinas and they want, to get around. And so.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll add the phone numbers on the PowerPoint and I'll send it over. That way you guys can reach out to the programs. Or again, I'll include my contact information too. If you guys want to reach out to me, then I can just forward it to them.
Forward it. Thank you so much. And if you can send that to Efrain and Efrain can distribute it to the Cisne listserv, that would be wonderful. Once again, thank you for sharing your contact information. And Efrain, make sure you sign up on our virtual Google sign-in sheet so we can ensure you are included in the email blast. And then we send email updates throughout the month as well in between meetings. So anytime any of our partner agencies have program sharing flyers, feel free to send it our way, and we're more than happy to forward it on to our listserv. Taking on one more question, Ana Mendoza. Hi, Ana, welcome.
Thank you, thank you. Quick question. So we are planning a field trip for our students. We're going to be taking them to the zoo here in Salinas, and we were wondering if we wanted to kind of I guess kill two birds with one stone kind of situation, where we could teach them how to take the bus with MST and have MST provide the transportation both ways. Will that be a possibility?
So I think the zoo is like by River Road, correct?
Correct, yes.
So right now, MST does not have a bus route that goes out there. They wouldn't be able to take you guys there. But like, for example, like if you guys want to do the aquarium, we can definitely do something like that. And we also have like, what's it called, that program, Free to Learn through the aquarium, where we can do travel training, group travel training, but we usually do like 10, up to 10 clients at a time. And you guys can go in there for free. So.
Oh, the students would go into the aquarium for free.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's wonderful. Okay, wonderful. Well, then definitely I think that they would like that, because I was thinking, well, all we can afford is the zoo. but yes, the aquarium sounds great. And then transportation would be provided back and forth, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So we would plan it, for example. So how the logistics work is we would have to find like a date, and the travel trainer would work. Let's say you're starting at a school. They'll look at the school, like where's the nearest bus stop, and basically plan all the route, travel on public transportation, get to the aquarium, do your thing, and then come back with public transportation. So the whole idea is to teach clients to use public transportation, and they get to go to the aquarium.
Wonderful. And then so it would be free of cost for our students, of course. And then but 10 is the limit then, because we have large classes, like 30.
Yeah, so it's 10 at a time because it's public transportation, and there's a lot of people using the service.
Of course.
And we want to guarantee that clients, or basically try to guarantee that each client has a seat, because we don't want to like
displace other travelers. One time I did attend, this was Fremont Elementary a long time ago. One of the teachers took her whole class and only booked it for 10. And then 10 went on the first route, and then the other ones, like she collectively paid for the other ones to go on the next bus. And so we as chaperones ensured that the group, it was like a group of 25 kids, so she had 5 chaperones, and each one of us ensured that we split apart in 2 buses, but we were one right after the other, and that worked out because we were within a window where we were able to enter the aquarium at the time together. So you can get creative, Anna. You can get creative. So work with your coordinator. That's what that teacher did, and it worked out. Just that some kids went on the first route, and then the other group went on the other one, and that way you don't over compact, and everyone has a seat.
Of course. But yeah, thank you. Would they still get entrance to the park though, or is it just 10 tickets and that's it? I mean, not to the park, to the aquarium.
So we try to limit 10 per group on the buses. I'm not sure about the aquarium. We can ask about that. But I know, like, just because they're traveling on bus, we limit at 10.
Okay.
But we can ask.
Yeah, that'll be great. Yeah, because now I'm thinking like this specific instructor, I think that he can even do maybe 10 one day, 10 another day.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that, if that's a possibility. If we can't take them all, like what you mentioned, and that actually sounds like a great idea. So we could definitely do that. They're adults, so therefore it would be it'll be okay, I think, if we get entrances. But anyways, thank you so much, Ruben. Yeah, I'll definitely be in contact with you, and that way we can plan something out. Thank you.
Yeah, sounds good.
Wonderful. I love to see the networking. That's the whole purpose of this forum. And this is why we work so hard to bring you this forth every month. So thank you for your time and your commitment, Ruben, for presenting today. I know we took time out of your busy schedule, but as you can see, there are a lot of needs, you know, new arrivals, new immigrant families, students, elderly. I mean, the agencies online serve so many people throughout Monterey County. And so it's beautiful to see how this presentation will benefit and will trickle to those families in need. So thank you. Is there any more questions for Ruben so he can answer? If not, he has kindly agreed to send us his email and his contact, and you're welcome to email him or call him if you know something comes up later. You're welcome to make that connection. Okay. I'll take one last question. Any more question? One last one? Okay, seeing none. Thank you, Ruben. It's been a pleasure to meet you and have you as our guest today. So we will move on to the next part of our agenda, which is where we give the floor to all of our partnering agencies on the call to go ahead and share any announcements or group sharing or program sharing or updates. If you have any events or any tabling opportunities, please raise your hand and we will call upon you. And once again, if you would like to receive any of our emails, please enter your information in the chat box. Okay, so we'll go ahead and raise your hand and then we'll call upon you. The first one I see is Rosa Gonzalez. Hi, Rosa, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Trying. Okay, I wanted just to mention, I don't know if anyone has heard, but the grand opening for the clinic over here on Sanborn. Ay, ¿cómo se llama la clínica? It's a new one for mental health. And that's going to be on April 29th at 1 p.m. is a grand opening. So I think that it's something exciting to attend to and get all the information that we need to refer out. This is going to be a clinic with you know, for youth, for children. And I think, I don't know, I just wanted to mention it's going to be on the 29th at 1 o'clock.
It's open to the public and the community?
Yes, as far as I know, yes, they announced it at the commissioners.
Okay, there's not a flyer or anything we can share?
No, I don't have a flyer,
Okay,
but
all right.
you know, it was just an email that was sent.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. So mark your
I'm ready.
calendars for the new clinic grand opening on Sanborn. That's on the corner of Sanborn and Circle. The grand opening will be April 29th at 1, and it is open to the community. And it's you know, been built to be a one stop shop and a hub for the whole person, medical, you know, behavioral health, and a lot of other services. So we do anticipate that will be a very busy clinic.
It's going to be called the LSL Integrated Health Center. So LSL Integrated Health Center, 331 North Sanborn, Salinas. It's a mental health and medical service clinic.
And what is the name of it again? LSL Integrated Health System?
LSL Integrated Health Center. So yeah, it's going to be
okay.
See.
Muchas gracias, Rosa. Thank you so much for sharing that valuable information. Celeste, welcome, and the floor is yours.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Celeste. I'm with the Alliance on Aging. I'm a HICAP counselor. So I assist seniors with their Medicare needs. You know, those folks who are just about to turn 65 and they need to know how Medicare works. So I wanted to share a couple of our upcoming Medicare presentations open to the public. We're going to have our next one April 10th, which is a Wednesday in Pacific Grove at the Meals on Wheels Community Center. That one is at 5:30. And then we will be doing one in Spanish here in Salinas at the Cesar Chavez Library which will be Wednesday, April 24th at 2 p.m. And I'll go ahead and figure out here how to share that flyer with you guys in the chat, okay? And feel free to
And
reach
if
out.
not, Celeste, you can email it to one of our partnering Cisne committee members, either to Efrain, Melissa Raya, or myself, and we can make sure that gets out.
Okay, thank you. And thank you, Efren. I see you shared our link there for the website. So yes, our flyer should also be on the website. But yes, feel free to give us a call here at the Alliance on Aging if you or any of your clients have any Medicare needs. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
All right. Any other hands up? Marissa? Hi, Marissa.
Hi, good morning, everyone. So my name's Marisa. I'm from the Monterey County Office of Education's Early Learning Program. And I'm just having the opportunity to invite any community agencies. We are hosting our 6th year of our annual Literacy Fest. This is held at Closter Park, and the event is going to be taking place April 27th from 12 to 3. So I'm gonna be, if it's okay, sending you a flyer. So if there's any agencies that are interested in hosting a community table, we are definitely looking for community agencies. And it's our first one since COVID, so we're looking very forward to it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Mark your calendars, everybody. Alma Mandujano, the floor is yours.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Alma Mandujano. I work here at Natividad Hospital alongside Ina Donato and Melissa Raya. I'm just here giving a brief introduction as far as what we do. We do community outreach. Some of you have probably seen us. Marissa, I've attended a couple of the collaborations, so thank you for sharing that community outreach event, which is why I'm also here providing you with an announcement. We will be at the April 20th Outreach Community Resource Fair for Gavel and View. And this will be from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We'll also be on Monday, April 22nd at the Hartnell Annual College Resource Fair. And this will be again on Monday, April 22nd from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. And for April, we have our last outreach event of the month, which will be at the Monterey High. They will be having a career fair from 11 a.m. to 12:25 p.m. If anyone has any upcoming outreach events, perhaps for the month of May or June, I'll go ahead and provide my contact information on the chat. Feel free to share any of your outreach events that are coming up. We usually provide information as far as what the hospital is doing to providing services for the community. We offer financial assistance information programs, discount programs, and we help with medical applications. So again, I'll go ahead and provide my contact information in the chat for any upcoming events that you or your team will be planning for the months of May and June.
Thank you, Alma. Keep up the great work. Celeste, your hand is still up. Did you have another announcement?
No, sorry
Okay.
about that.
That's okay.
I wanted to-
Anna.
No, sorry.
Anna, your hands up?
Yes, I had my hands up. So we have an event. If I can share my screen, I have the flyer. Can I do that real quick? Because I also wanted, it's a resource fair, and I wanted all of you to also sign up if you want to if you're going to be part of it and bring your materials and share it with our students. It would be great if you can maybe scan the document now and be able to participate. So I don't know if I can. Oh, here it is. Share my screen. Do you mind if I share my screen?
No, go ahead. And then you can also put in the chat box too.
Wonderful. Okay. So think you can see it, right?
Yep.
Job. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so then here's the code for you to sign up for our job and resource fair. It's going to happen here at Salinas Adult School, April 23rd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can, you can use it you do it with your phone. I'll put the link there as well, so that way you can sign up for it already. That day we will also have a book signing by Adolfo Gonzalez, one of our local, June 11th is the day that everyone in Monterey County, we have we celebrate the Adolfo Gonzalez Day for everything that he has accomplished. Adolfo is from my community. He's Oaxacan, Zapotec, and he just published his book. He was one of our students, and now is doing his master's. Gonna hopefully he's gonna come teach with us for a little bit as well. But we are gonna do book signing. Our student council is also gonna sell a lot of gifts that they have created themselves in their micro businesses workshops that they've been working with. So we have a lot of things going on here at Salinas Adult School, but please do share the flyer with the community. And then of course we have the code for students that want to join us, and of course organizations that want to join us as well. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you very much. For Iris, please, this floor is yours. You have an announcement or program sharing?
Yes, thank you, Anita. Hi, everyone. My name's Iris Gambis. I am with Bright Beginnings. I believe I shared this last time as well, but just in case, just to reshare it again, we are helping host a community walk for Maternal Mental Health Week. And along with the walk, we'll also be having a community exchange where people can bring in gently used clothes and kind of take something that they need and gift something that they don't no longer use. We're also that week on May 4th, there will be a birth and family fair. And again, it's for families, it's open to the public, and if anyone's interested in providing resources, you're more than welcome to do that as well. So I will put a couple of those flyers in the chat.
Wonderful. Thank you, Iris. And feel free to share that with needy families, with children and families. Okay, now we can go on to the next agenda item, which is our next Cisne topic.
Can I ask a question first?
Yes, Jill. Hi, Jill.
Hi, I had a question for the group. Does anybody know if anybody is doing, any of the agencies are doing anything for Refugee Day, which is June 16th or 18th? Anybody doing an event in honor of Refugee Day in Monterey County or Santa Cruz or San Benito? Does anybody know?
No.
No. Okay. If you find out about it, just let us know.
Refugee Day. June, what did you say? June what day?
It's I think somewhere between June, the week is June 14th to 16th, I think it is.
Okay.
I think
some middle of June. Okay, yeah. So if we hear of anything.
Efren also has a couple of announcements as well.
Okay. Efrain, you have some announcements?
Yes, I do. So I was hoping that there'd be someone here, a representative from the California Conservation Corps, but I don't think there's anyone here. But anyways, I just added the announcement in the chat area, just for your information. And then I'll be adding the second announcement, which is going to be a resource fair. Oh, I see California Conservation Corps. Ana Mejia, hi. So I don't know if you have anything to add in regards to the third annual Transform Your Life Day, the event that's going to be happening here in Salinas. I know we've been part of it in the last 2 years. I just posted the dates there if you want to add information on that. But since I'm already here and talking about announcements, there's going to be one in the San Nardo area, the South County Resource Fair. I'll give you the dates here in the chat area as well, so that you can take note of that. And if you are interested in attending, you can reach out to Ana Vargas, and then I'll add her contact information in the chat area as well. Thank you. And Ana, if you have any additional information regarding this event, the resource fair, please feel free to share? Otherwise, I'm done with my announcements. Thank you.
Thank you, Efrain. Very, very informative. Anna, is there anything else you'd like to add to the announcement of the California Conservative Corps event on the 27th? Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I would just encourage for not just for other organizations to participate, but also if we have young adults that meet our age requirement of 18 to 25. A lot of the times we are able to kind of help them start the application process for our program right there and then. So it's also good to just send people that maybe are interested in a career in the outdoors directly with the California Conservation Corps. And then there will be a lot of other resources as well in general for the community.
Wonderful. Thank you. A lot of program sharing. I love it. Thank you. Anyone else? Maria, okay, I see you raised your hand.
I hope I have my, a ver, oh yeah, I do have my speaker on. Okay, gracias. Anyways, buenos días a todos. Good morning to everyone. So here with Special Kids Connect, we work with families that have family members or a child with special needs. So we do have upcoming events all the time listed on our website at www.specialkidsconnect.org. But we do have a breakfast with moms, Desayuno con Mamás, which is coming up on Friday, April the 12th, from 9:30 to 11 at the Black Bear Diner, excuse me, at 2450 Fremont Street in Monterey. And for that, moms need to register as well. And then we have limited conservatorship workshops going on all the time for our families. And this is with a special needs planning attorney, Jeanette Martinez, who does the presentation so that families understand that process. And that's happening on a Tuesday, April 16th from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. And this is via Zoom. So if you know anyone, any family or the constituency that you're working with, let them know or visit our website as well. And then we have something for the little ones. It's family oriented, so it's Play, Connect, Grow, and that's coming up on Friday, April the 19th. Here in Salinas, and we alternate from Salinas to Soledad. So also it gives opportunities for families to register for diapers that have a financial need, and it's all hands-on. So they can invite grandma, tío, prima, siblings, whoever it is, part of the child's life. And then we will have much more happening. So I can't even tell you how much more of the events or things that are happening, but we do also have a drop-in that has been designated for families at noontime that need supports with IEPs, questions and all. And we also are open to receiving any type of referrals that you're working with families that have concerns regarding development or what have you. We can be that point of support to bridge the communication to those referrals to the regional center, especially when they're under the age of 3 and just starting the journey of early start. We can be that point agency to support them, bridging the communication and getting the evaluation done, guiding the family through the process. But I can give you lots of more, pero no hay tiempo. So thank you very much. Gracias, and have a good day, everyone.
Thank you, Maria. Wonderful. Thank you for all that program sharing. Okay, so now we will go on to the next agenda item, which is selecting our next Cisne forum topic. And remember, these are topics we want to bring to you that are relevant to your work day. So if there's any recommended topics, please put them in the chat or raise your hand, and we'll be more than happy to take them into consideration for next month's forum, which will take place the first Thursday of May. That, mark your calendars, for May 2nd, 2 de Mayo, from 8:30 to 10. So are there any recommended topics this month? It was transportation. Any other topics that you would like us to bring forth to you next month?
Tengo una.
Yes, Rosa.
Since this is a season where a lot of the families are coming back to work, into this area, I've been getting a lot of, asks about, jobs. What companies are, how do I do job search? Where do I go to find, qué compañías están, aceptando aplicaciones? Is there any job fairs that are happening, during these months? And where can we send them?
Nice. Thank you for that recommendation. Wonderful. Let's see, any other recommended topics or any other suggestions? Job search, workforce development, any other recommendations? Feel free to put them in the chat.
We have also, the month of May that's coming up, and the month of May is mental health awareness. So if there's anything happening for the month of May, desde ahorita, maybe if anybody's doing anything, if they can also, share that.
Mental Health Awareness Month. Any other, Maria puts homeless supports. I think we recently had homeless supports too. Okay. Any other recommended
I
topics?
just want to tie into Rosa's suggestion about the topic for job search. I think also like application assistance. I know that there are certain organizations that provide assistance such as like unemployment and paperwork for those that might need. But maybe if there are other organizations that also provide this assistance, I've had many people also ask and inquire about, where can they get help submitting an unemployment or just filling out a form. We did connect, I can't remember the organization, but we did try to connect with one of the organizations that was providing this service, and sometimes they're very limited. I think they were offering appointments almost a month from the date that they needed this request or application. So if there's any organizations that are offering this to the community, I think it's great to also help. Some people don't know how to completely fill out application, whether that's job application or unemployment application or something within that nature.
Okay, thank you. And then there's a chat recommendation in the chat, food distribution pantry. It's that time of year where, food is always a basic necessity. So thank you for recommending that. Let's see.
And it's not, I don't know if you've had this I know I haven't seen it before, but lately I've been seeing it in some of the resource fairs, but the Monterey County Programa del Centro de Recursos para Trabajadores Agrícolas. I know it's like, no sé si están aquí, pero they have Mujeres en Acción, they have el Centro Binacional para el Desarrollo Indígena Oaxaqueño, and they have Centro de Abogacía de la Comunidad and Monterey County Health Department on here on their flyers. Pero pues I just wanted to know, I no se puede ver. But anyways, is there any way that we can have them come? I don't know if we've had them before.
What is it called? The recursos de qué?
In English, it's a Monterey County Farm Workers Resource Center program.
Can you scan that flyer and send it to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
And the director of Centro Binacional para el Desarrollo Indígena Oaxaqueño, it is Saraid Martinez. And
I think we had them talk back when they were involved with La Vida Project, when we were doing COVID-19 forums to, navigate the complex world of scheduling vaccines and testing. So I know we've had Saraid before in the capacity of presenting on the COVID, but I don't think we've ever had her as the farm worker resource program. That kind of ties into financial assistance or assistance, because I know they offer a lot of assistance, wraparound services for the farm worker community. So great recommendations. We will take all these to our planning committee. Our planning committee members, don't leave the forum. We'll decide on a topic, and we will send an email to everyone as soon as we have our speakers and we have an agenda. So I think we're ready to wrap up, and we shall conclude today's meeting. Thank you everyone for attending, and I will ask our planning committee members to stay on the line. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day.
You too. And I'm looking for Gomez, the presenter of MST, but I don't see him on the list of sign-ins. Oh, I just saw him. Never mind.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.